Just checking I'm live everywhere before I actually start into the stream. 2 seconds. Right, Joe, I think I'm live now. Let me turn my background music down in a couple of spots. Right, tonight I'm doing something different and something I want to get into a bit more on streams and videos and stuff. Is one of the hobbies that I've sort of developed over the past year and longer, maybe, just with using computers and computing being a hobby and an interest of mine, has been keyboards, and specifically mechanical keyboards. So like this wee one here, and customizing them and building them out sort of to suit. So this one here, say I'll switch camera. So this one here is one that I bought and customized. So this one wasn't that expensive. Neither's this one, but this one here in this box is a little bit different, or at least a little bit different to any normal keyboard that you buy. This one here you build yourself, so it's very different that way. It's quite a big community and quite a big thing online, but I only sort of got into it within the last year, the customizing part. So you can change, so mechanical keyboards basically are slightly different to keyboard in that you would normally have on a laptop or something like that, or a cheaper computer, because it's an actual mechanism. It's not just rubber domes and sort of cheap mechanisms to hit a switch. For a mechanical keyboard, it's all, as the name implies, mechanical. So basically on this stream I want to build out this keyboard that I've bought. So my aim basically is to build out this keyboard here. So it's a 60%, sort of an odd 60% keyboard, mechanical keyboard with a hot swap mechanism, and my aim is to build it out. I'm very skeptical that it's actually going to build out properly, because my aim is to build it out with switches that I attempted to use on another keyboard, but the mechanism for hot swapping them, basically changing the switches onto the keyboard, was not standard, and I may have damaged the switches. So my aim is to spend some time in this stream just chatting and also working on fixing the switches and then building this keyboard out. So this is the sort of latter part. The first thing I want to try is to put in one of the switches that I have spent time repairing. So I've got a couple of baggies here. I better tell you guys a bit more about these mechanical switches. So what a mechanical keyboard switch is basically a switch, and so this here is called a box jade switch, so as you can tell the colour, and it's one of the most clicky switches you can buy, probably deafening whoever's tuned in. So I am basically going to try out one of so the damage on these ones is that, if I can get this as close to this camera as I can and get it to focus, so these pins have been bent out of place. So this one here is one that I've attempted to fix, so my aim is to see if these will actually work. So I'm going to pick a key that's not so really important. Right, needs to still be bent a wee bit further this way. Let's see if it will go in. Right, so I want to plug this in and test it on a key on a computer. So that, as far as I remember, is a delete key. So I'm going to try and do a wee bit of a spy and see. It looks like it's in, and it went in fairly easily. So let me just see if it will work. The switch over to here. I'm basically going to plug this in here beside my other one. See if delete works. As far as I remember, this is delete key. And then if that is the case and this works still, I will then right. Let's go for a Word document and I'll type a bit in. Or put something in. Ooh, bright lights. It's bright lights. But if it does work, I will then work on actually getting the rest of the keys fixed. It sounds nice. Right. Let's pick just a random document on this computer to test this delete key on. As far as I remember, that's the delete key. Yeah. Let's try delete. I'll try on this. Yeah, you're working. Probably now deleted about 30 emails because this here computer's deciding to be slow on me. Hopefully it hasn't affected the stream. Oh, you're working now. Grant access. Close my email. But if this works, then I can continue on straightening out the bent pins from the other ones, and then basically building this out. And then I have some nice fancy keycaps which give it about a couple of hours, and we'll see if it works. Then I will build out or add these new keycaps. Right, delete. Yep, we're working fine. I can't undo that. Right, undo. Yep, I'm happy with that. We're going to continue fixing the other pins. I'm going to unplug this and plug in my my working keyboard. If anyone has any questions on the various places I am streaming to, drop them wherever, and I will, when I see them, I will answer them. So I'm streaming to Facebook, Twitch, and to YouTube. Hopefully the quality is okay. Yeah, my Mac seems to be jumping frame rate as usual. So yeah, let's get on with straightening out these pins. I'm thinking we'll use up the good ones first. So these are all ones that actually have good pins on them, because they did not make it into the bad keyboard. So that's one. So if I show you guys later, I'll show you the keyboard that I was trying to put these into. The mechanism for the hot swap basically the way that I can just clip them in is different, and it's not a standard thing, which sort of misled me to think that standard switches would work. But these actually go in so much nicer for a start. But this keyboard, these here ones aren't that expensive. The switches are a little. These aren't the most expensive, but they are quite. They did cost me a bit of money when I bought them, which is why I want to salvage them. But this is just a chill stream. I just want to work away on this. So this one here's actually got a wee bit of a bent pin. There we go. Yeah, so it just clips in like so. It literally is that easy. And then, so pins are straight. Just sort of eyeballing just to make sure. So that's basically all my number row. So these are some of the most clicky switches there are on the market in terms of mechanical switches, which is nice. I'm planning on doing another build further down the line with what you call tactile switches. I'm probably deafening everyone here with this, but hey. And basically tactile they have the bump of a clicky switch, so these have like you can feel when you click it, but they don't have the sort of the sound that a clicky switch has. So basically what I'm doing to repair these switches is these pins have gotten really bent. It'll not focus, it's being a pain, and I'm just trying to straighten them out. There's been a couple so far that I've gotten to a level where I think there's not a chance I'm going to be able to, but for the most part I've been able to straighten the majority of them out enough. I'm going to just straighten them out and put them straight in. And then if there's any that don't straighten out, or if I bend again when installing, I can remove them. I bet you in this box is another removal tool. So I'm just using a pair of tweezers to help me. Just check my Twitch and check the different sites. So I'll maybe finish off these couple of rows and then I'll test them all. My hope is that I can get this built. So a 60% is also smaller than the one that I had before, so I'm hoping that if I have to throw a couple out for them being properly broken, it'll not be the end of the world, because there's less switches on this, less keys on this than the 10 keyless that I was using before. I think this one might be okay. Still a wee bit. I'll leave you aside, we'll fix another one and come back to that one. But any questions, drop them in the chats. Might be another good one. How's everyone's Sunday been? I'm quite tired, so I am, so I'll probably only do so much on stream. I might see how this one goes. This one might go in okay. Yep. Go. Let's test all these ones. Just Type C off the other keyboard. Yeah, I'll just do it in a Word doc. I'll get the keyboard tester software right in a minute. While it's working. Escape 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 9, 10, or 0 minus equals tab Q W, and then obviously I tested delete earlier. So we're getting there. They're all, so far the majority are working. Oh, this is not battery or Bluetooth, but it's still, the lights are still on. Okay. I like the lights on it. Don't know what's going on there. Probably go off in a second. Put this one back in. But this here's slightly odd of a 60%, so a traditional 60% keyboard is a bit more like this one here, where it doesn't have arrow keys. It's on a separate layer, so you would use your function and function 3 to enable your arrows. Whereas this one here has a set of arrow keys. A 60% does not have your function row. As a space saving measure, also doesn't have a numpad and stuff like that. It's as a space saving measure. Sometimes I miss a numpad, so I've only used that 60% for a few days, and normally I would use a numpad quite a bit, but it's not the end of the world. I've noticed. I will try that one in there. I'm going to try some of these other ones that I've fixed and see if I can get maybe another row. So these are ones I've done earlier. Do a wee bit of the cooking channel idea. These are ones I've made earlier, so these are ones that I've straightened the pins out on previously. So you basically line the key switch up with the socket, and then you slide it in, or you push it in, but you aren't you shouldn't force it in, basically. If you feel like it's not going, then there's something wrong. Just line it up again and sort of press down. Okay, that's that. Okay. So maybe get another row out of what I've done previously. Still curious as to why when I've unplugged it, the lights have came up or stayed on. Yeah, leave here a minute. You're slightly bent out the way as well. Try different. That's that. Come back to that one. Seems to be. That's straighter. That's that. Yeah, you look straight. You're slightly wonky. Yeah, try this one here. I'm going to plug this in a wee minute and try this next row. Try this one. Oh, you're bent again. That's finally, the lights have gone off. Maybe the wee capacitor and it's held more than. I really want to be trying to force that. Yep, there you've went in. Try this one. Yep, there we go. It sounded like it went in fine. Right, we'll try this row now. Forgot to add a backspace. Try and add backspace now. You went in fine. Let's try this row now. And backspace. That backspace. So this one here, I need to take you out and have a look at. So, which one was it? It was R. Yeah, I bent it. Unplug it here. I thought it went in a bit too easy. There we go. Try R again now. So let's get on with some more. Let's bend some more back out. Let's see. So straighten that. So we're now on to the middle row. And then I will, once I come back from, or once I've finished filling this with switches, I will go and get my nice new keycaps for this one and let you guys see them. So I'm quite excited about these. I'd seen them online. I can't even remember where I saw them. I'm going to shut up for a moment because I'm just rambling on. I'm sure yous are sick of it. That's properly bust. Yep, then. For some reason it only seems to have been one pin. This here other hot swap socket seems to have bent. On the other keyboard, and it's really annoying because I really like the other keyboard that I was trying to use for this. A, it was a 10 key this, so it was a nicer size. And B, it was the B, I don't even know. I'm just complaining. Oh, they sound so good. Now I remember why I bought these key switches and why I fell in love with them when I looked them up, or whenever I started seeing videos about them. Just that sort of really, as their nickname is for this model of switch, it's thick clicks with like 3 C's. You're not going in. There's still a pin bent out of shape. I'm just thinking, I'm using these okay tweezers, not the best tweezers, but I've got really nice tweezers somewhere else I could be using, but instead I'm using the ones out of my flippin' Swiss Army knife. Now to test this row. I'm maybe going to turn this mic up a bit because yeah, it's leveling quite low. So that's the next row working, so we're getting there. I thought this was going to take substantially longer than it has. It probably isn't because I'm being lazy and I'm not doing some stuff that a lot of sort of keyboard builders and stuff would do online. I'm just getting the keyboard tester up instead of me using a Word document. Keyboard tester. Launch the tester. There we go. So I'll use that for the next lot of switches. I'm actually so chilled. Shift bottom row now of letters. This is going too smoothly, way too smoothly. Don't know why my Facebook keeps putting me as playing Flight Sim. I don't know. Destinations. Settings. Edit settings. I will take that off. Save. Let's see if that sorts it. It's not Flight Sim. And then I don't think you... Okay. I've uploaded or updated what I'm streaming. See if it'll not change it on me.
Unplug this radiator.
Because I'm roasted now. Oh, X isn't working, C is working, V is working, B is working, and then that's me, so X. Okay. It's this one. I thought one of them wasn't going in right. Looks salvageable though. I think it will have worked. I want to maybe add something to dampen that clangy noise. We'll see. Nope, we've not went in. Here bending only. try the next couple. X is working. Yeah, comp is working. Yep. We're nearly there. Thought this was going to take me all night. And it's taken me... I don't even know how long I've been streaming now. What, 50 minutes? Turn off closed captions. So any questions from anyone watching? Any of my viewers? I'll do to finish it, I think. This one here looks like it's maybe a no-go. So these switches have been sitting over there, and the old keyboard, which is actually, you can't see it, but it's on one of the bean bags behind me in the office here for about 6 months, because I just did not have the time to sort of work on them, and I thought, oh, I'll leave them. And then it just kept getting left. Time more than money. Cause just getting left. You're definitely scrap. Can be a wee bit less picky now that I know the majority of them. Or more picky, sorry. My head's gone now. It's this time of the afternoon. Arrow keys starting to go in. So now we're on the final stretch, and then I'll shut up and go and get the bin keycaps. Do a final test of it. So this one here looks like it's there we go. Lots of thick clicks. Quite a windy and miserable night outside by the looks of things. I'm glad I'm not going out in that. Actually reminds me I need to go out and unplug. So I've got an electric car, if anyone viewing didn't know, and it's plugged into charge right at this moment in time, and need to go and unplug it shortly. Because last night I went on a wee trip to Balnahinch with a friend to an event. Right. You've been straightened, but I've learnt from my mistake in building or modifying my keyboard now. Look for a standard hot swap socket, and when it says hot swap, beware. It's not always the standard style. I think you're a goner because those pins are badly bent. Got 3 left, and then I'll test the bottom row. The last few in that one row that I didn't finish before testing there. No, that one's a goner. The pin's bent, broke off completely. Try a different one. That one there looks okay, but I want to get a different one that's slightly better. If I can. And there looks an interesting bend. It's just folded right over. There we go. Right, now let's do a wee test of everything. So escapes working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, minus equals backspace. Tabs working, Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, O, P, curly, curly, backslash, caps, A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, semicolon, enter, shift, Z, X, and comma, full stop, /shift, arrow, delete, Control, Windows, Alt or Option, space bar, whatever that one is not working. Select. What are they? Oh, function, which isn't on that tester menu. Just select it. Left arrow, down arrow, and arrow is not working. So we're all but one. Yeah, all but one so far, which I have plenty to replace it with. Yeah, then back over. Oh, and there's a proper bend. I shall try this one here. Yeah, you went in perfect. First try. So, right arrow and then we're fine. Yep, all good. Anyway, so that won't show. Right. Is this? So it is the Bluetooth model. So function space. Oh, so it is. Ah, okay. Function space bar puts it into Bluetooth. I did not realise this was the Bluetooth model. There's me. Completely. Bluetooth preferences. If this connects via Bluetooth, I will be jumping. Turn off. Leave Bluetooth on. What's connected via Bluetooth? Nothing. Turn Bluetooth on. Turn Bluetooth on. That's why the lights came on. So, function spacebar. Just need to figure it out. I shall figure the Bluetooth out later, because it's not showing up. But if that is the case, then that'll be why the lights are still on. It. I'm going to double check that function key switch though, because no, it was fine. Huh? So it's just because of I'll figure that out later. I want to go and get my key switches first. So I do. I will be right back, I think. Oh, I just realised I was still on mute. So here's the amazing flipping key switches. So as I was saying whilst I was on mute, they are Japanese style. They're really nice and Japanese artwork. And we're actually really cheap for what they are. Like, that's a full set of keycaps. So function and space to turn Bluetooth on and off. Okay. And then function Z1 or Z, sorry, function Z if you're American. Oh, yeah, function Z. We'll do it after. So there's my, we'll start with escape. Escape, tab, caps. What's the odds these don't fit? Unless there's a shorter shift. I'll come back to that one. There probably is. A lot of these sets come with different shifts. Windows key, Alt. Spacebar. There's got to be a function key. Right. Oops. Just kicked the camera. Why are you not fitting? Come back to it. The other size of shift. I might have to come back to the shift key. Right. This is where I should really check. I think it's one. Trying to figure out. Fit. Betcha these. so close to fitting, but I think this is 30. This is the arrow keys. There's delete. There's some spare wee ones here anyway. Okay. Might end up switching which set of keycaps is on this set. Because of the lack of the short shift key that will fit. She won't fit and you won't fit. Yeah. There's enter. It would have looked so nice on this. I bet you this is enter and I bet you it'll fit, but shift won't. Yeah. Oh well. I like it, but I think we're going to have to go for switch this set over onto this because the shift does not fit. Actually, that's fairly good stabs in this. I like that, but alas, yes. Ooh, ooh, actually, you fit. Ooh, it works, yes. Blind John. Okay. It's a non-labeled one. Ooh, I like it. So, finished build. I'm going to bring a cable over and test it. make sure we're all working. Oh yes, looks so good. Looks tasty. Let's do a typing test and see. Need to maybe bring it round here so that I can actually see what I'm typing. Put it on an actual level surface too. This has became a mess. Just explosion. Right. That. Everyone will now be critiquing my crap typing. Also because I'm at bad angle. Yeah, alright. It's because of the angle I'm sitting at. I need to be sitting straight on. 29 words per minute. And it's also a new style of keycaps. Oh, I'm so happy this came out so well. I'm gonna maybe change out this key for... Might see if there's a... Where's my wire? Key. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna change the Alt key for this because it's Mac. There we go. There we go. Looks very nice. One more typing test. We do. A wee bit better. Right, I think that's us for this stream. If there's any questions, drop them in the comments. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, drop the stream a like, and if you're on Twitch, yeah, I don't know, follow, sub, same on Facebook, follow, or like, and on YouTube, subscribe, whatever, share it if you like it. If you want me to build, drop a message, and yeah. If you want more of this, yeah, I'm going to do another one soon, so thanks for tuning in.